General West. To enter. Start historical quotes. Bruce Lee quote of the day. If you spend too much time thinking about something, you'll never get around to it. Inspiring lessons on why overthinking hinders progress and action leads to success, by Bruce Lee, star of Enter the Dragon and Fist of Fury. Nubia Rangel by Nubia Rangel, May 1, 2020, 6:58 p.m. Bruce Lee quote of the day. If you spend too much time thinking about something, you'll never get around to it. Inspiring lessons on why overthinking hinders progress and action leads to success, by Bruce Lee, star of Enter the Dragon and Fist of Fury. Bruce Lee's quote values action over excessive thinking. Few phrases in the world of martial arts and action cinema carry as much weight as Bruce Lee's words. If you spend too much time thinking about something, you'll never accomplish it. Spoken by a man who transformed his own body into an instrument of art and philosophy, the statement goes far beyond mere motivational rhetoric. It reveals the essence of a mindset that Lee cultivated throughout his career, both on and off film sets, and which continues to inspire athletes, artists, and martial arts enthusiasts around the world. Who is Bruce Lee and why does his voice still matter? Bruce Lee was born in San Francisco in 1940 and grew up in Hong Kong, where he discovered martial arts as a teenager. An actor, screenwriter, director, and philosopher, he starred in films that became landmarks of action cinema, such as Enter the Dragon and Fury of the Dragon, works that combined innovative fight choreography with a dramatic intensity rarely seen in the genre until then. His influence transcended the screen. Lee developed Jeet Kune Do, a fighting style based on fluidity, adaptation, and the rejection of rigid forms, concepts that directly echo the phrase in question. For him, theory without practice was an obstacle, not a path. This vision transformed him into a permanent reference for generations of martial arts practitioners and for pop culture in general. Revista Oeste. What did Bruce Lee mean by that phrase? The phrase summarizes one of the central principles of Lee's martial philosophy: action precedes perfection. In the context of martial arts, paralysis by analysis is one of the practitioner's greatest enemies. Overthinking a technique, instead of executing it with instinct and presence, compromises both performance and the fighter's development. If you spend too much time thinking about something, you'll never be able to do it is, therefore, a call to fluidity and commitment to the present moment. Read also. Bruce Lee quote of the day. Don't pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a hard life. The 24th of April 2026. Bruce Lee. Don't pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a hard life. The 3rd of October 2026. New chapter of Karate Kid thrills by connecting generations of fighters. The 2nd of June 2026. Lee was deeply influenced by Taoism and Zen Buddhism, philosophies that value spontaneous action in the absence of internal resistance. For him, excessive rationalization was a form of fear disguised as caution. The phrase serves as a direct antidote to this pattern, inviting athletes and artists to trust their training and accumulated intuition. Bruce Lee quote of the day. If you spend too much time thinking about something, you'll never get around to it. Inspiring lessons on why overthinking hinders progress and action leads to success, by Bruce Lee, star of Enter the Dragon and Fist of Fury. His philosophy combines martial arts, cinema, and being present in the moment. Jeet Kune Do. The context behind the words. Jeet Kune Do, created by Bruce Lee in the 1960s, was the practical expression of this philosophy. Translated as way of the intercepting fist, the style rejected the rigidity of traditional martial arts and proposed a fluid, adaptable approach focused on real efficiency in combat. Lee understood that fixed forms and excessive rules limited the practitioner's potential in the same way that excessive reflection limited action. This break with convention was revolutionary. Jeet Kune Do directly influenced the development of mixed martial arts and continues to be studied and practiced in academies around the world. The philosophy behind the style is inseparable from the words Lee left recorded in interviews, letters, and notebooks, documents that reveal a thinker as rigorous as the fighter the world knew on screen. Learn more about Bruce Lee and Jeet Kune Do. Martial arts uniform. The creator of Jeet Kune Do. Bruce Lee developed Jeet Kune Do in 1967, at the age of 26, after questioning the limits of traditional martial arts. The style directly influenced the emergence of modern MMA decades later. Clapperboard. Enter the Dragon, a landmark in cinema. Released in 1973, The film was Bruce Lee's first to be produced by a major Hollywood studio. It became a global phenomenon and is still considered one of the best martial arts films ever made. Notebook: The philosopher behind The Fighter. Lee left behind notebooks filled with philosophical reflections, many of which were published posthumously in the book Tao of Jeet Kune Do. The work reveals a systematic thinker, influenced by Lao Tzu, Alan Watts, and Zen Buddhism. Why did this statement resonate beyond the martial arts world? Bruce Lee's phrase found fertile ground far beyond the world of martial arts. In high-performance sports, performance psychology has recognized for decades the phenomenon called analysis paralysis, a situation in which excessive reflection blocks execution. Athletes in sports as diverse as tennis, soccer, and combat sports use mindfulness techniques and mental training precisely to overcome this pattern, and the synthesis that Lee offers in a single sentence anticipates these discussions by decades. In action cinema, the impact of Lee's philosophy is equally measurable. Directors and actors who work with him report a completely present and committed approach, with no room for indecision during filming. This total dedication to the fight scenes and the acting is part of what makes his performances unforgettable and continues to influence generations of filmmakers and martial artists who seek authenticity and intensity in their work. Bruce Lee's legacy and the relevance of his words to sports and film culture. 50 years after his untimely death in 1973, Bruce Lee remains one of the most quoted and studied figures at the intersection of martial arts, action cinema, and philosophy of life. His ability to translate complex concepts into direct and powerful phrases makes his statements a constant source of reference for athletes, filmmakers, coaches, and pop culture enthusiasts. The phrase about the danger of overthinking is not just motivation, it's a synthesis of a worldview that placed action, presence, and fluidity at the center of everything he created and lived. In an increasingly fast-paced and information-rich world, Lee's wisdom sounds more relevant than ever. Thinking is necessary, but acting, as he demonstrated in every fight sequence and in every reflection he left behind, is what transforms intention into legacy. Tags: Martial arts Bruce Lee quote Jeet Kune Do.